Man, how did we go to Tamagotchis?
I used to that's where my name came from.
What, really?
The Soot in Wilbur Soot. Yeah.
I thought it was just soot as in, like, chimney soot, because British.
Nah. So
There
used to
is
be
an
on a
Axolotl
Tamagotchi
hatch
forum.
and grow axolotls.
Used to be on a Tamagotchi forum called Tamatalk.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It's pretty much where I spent all my time. This was back before like YouTube, and like back before like at the moment it was back in the old, what they called the Wild West of the internet, when like you could pretty much just, there wasn't like a set websites that were like the king websites. So whenever you booted up the computer and went onto Internet Explorer, or in my case Firefox, you'd always like, you'd be going somewhere new every time, and you'd be discovering a new thing pretty much. There wasn't like, you wouldn't just go right YouTube or like right Reddit or whatever. It was always like something
there
new.
wasn't any huge flagship websites, chat. It was just like forums and like random articles and stuff that you sometimes would find.
Catalogs, chat room blogs, a chat room or two.
In chat rooms, yeah. I used to troll people
Have you
in
heard
AOL chat rooms.
Have you heard Welcome to the Internet by Bo Burnham?
Yes, it's fucking amazing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was referencing. Okay,
it's so good.
Yeah, so essentially, right? I would go on there, and eventually I found this forum called Tamatalk, which I'll send to you now because it looks very similar to how it. Yeah, it looks so similar to how it did when I used to go on. It's not much has changed at all.
It looks like old forum vibes. Like it really is just
an
like
old forum.
Basic.
It's an old forum. It's called Tamatalk, and it was pretty much a forum for Tamagotchi lovers all around, right? And I joined it before I even had a Tamagotchi because I just thought they were cool and I wanted one. I would have loved Pokemon had I known what they were. I didn't.
You just got into Tamagotchis first.
I didn't know what Pokemon were, and I only found out when like I was a bit old to get into them. But anyway,
that's wild.
I found out about Tamagotchis, right? Bear in mind, I lived in kind of the middle of nowhere, so I didn't really have, and I didn't have too many friends who like had video games. So my life was pretty Nintendo-less. I didn't think I'd even heard of Nintendo. But anyway, I got into Tamatalk. Tamatalk.com, and I loved it, and I wanted to make an account, so I made an account. I was looking, and I'd never made an account and stuff, so my dad like taught me through like what a username was and what a password was.
This is so cute.
And eventually I couldn't find anything, so I looked around the screen and saw the word settings. I was like, yeah, I'll call myself that. So I called myself Settings. I think it was Settings 66. Brilliant. And that was just my name forever on everything. I mean, my old Minecraft name was Settings 66.
Really?
Yeah, and then I had an American friend called Keaton, who I used to hang out with all the time, and he used to call me Sardings because he knew it annoyed me. So he used to keep being like, "Oh, hey, Sardings."
Either of you know what Digimon is?
So I started calling myself Sottings, spelled Sottings, like Sottings. And then eventually I added an extra O to Sootings. So I call myself Sootings. Yeah, I call myself Sootings.
Fucking weird. That's how you got Soot?
Yeah, and then I made Soot House, the YouTube channel, first, and because it was just like because the channel Soot House was originally called Sootings, right? And I changed the name from Sootings to Soot House, and you can even see, look at this.
That's wild. How the
look at that? Look what I've just sent.
Oh yeah.
So this was the old this was what Soot House was going to be. You could even see all of Soot House. You can see actually we had 2 extra members back then. So from right to left, we have Rihanna, George, me, Charlie, Jack, Dan, David, and then Alex is there, and Tommy, who didn't end up joining in the end, but that was the original Soot House lineup. And then I dropped the house and sort of called myself Wilbur Soot, and that is because I like the band Los Campesinos, and they all changed their surnames to Campesinos. Oh my God. Like Gareth's name is Gareth Campesinos.
Did they really do that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
that's commitment.
So I was like, that's really cool. I'm gonna be Wilbur Soot, and because Wilbur's what my mum used to call me.
And, man, that's some heavy Wilbur Soot lore.
That's how I called Wilbur Soot.
Happy Pride Month, Dadza.
That's so cool. Yeah. That's so fucking cool. Oh my god, man. I had no fucking clue. I was like, I know Wilbur is just like a nickname that you had. I didn't know that your mum used to call you that. That's so cute. And then the Soot thing, I was literally just like, oh, it's just like a British name. It's like a British thing because sounds British, doesn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
But to think it stemmed from a Tamagotchi forum.
Yep.
And you called yourself Settings because you didn't know what usernames really were, and you just saw it. And it
I saw just a word and just typed it in.
And then a fucking friend that you had called you Sootings just to wind you up. That is so nuts. The fucking connections.
It's like, hold on. If you look on my name MC, look what my name used to be.
Let me see. Oh yeah, Settings 66.
There you go.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Sweet. Man, your account gets you get 10,000 views a month on this shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty famous. Ever heard of it?
Ever heard of me?
Yeah.
There I am.
With the Settings 66 thing is like, I used to have a little Minecraft channel back in the day, and I used to make it like a running thing.
Thanks for the 16 months. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. In my old YouTube channel,
Piss
I would essentially just try and like what's the word? Yeah, I would basically just try and make people think I was more famous than I was. So I would tell everyone like, hey, by the way, like you guys should all totally like make accounts with Settings 66. And then what I'd then do is when people would come to me and be like, oh, you got a YouTube channel? I'd be like, yeah, hold on, let me Google it. And I'd be like, oh, there's so many people here. Oh.
You were like artificially boosting your views.
Yo, someone sent the Wilbur Soot Iceberg.
I am now looking for.
Sorry, I'm so egotistical. Sorry, I just look at this.
Holy fucking shit! What the fuck? What is this? The Wilbur Soot Iceberg?
That's what came up when I googled Settings 66.
No fucking way. Wait, I'm blind. Where's? Oh, there it is. Yeah, look, it's way the fuck down there. That's not even. That's not even the bottom of the iceberg.
Some of this just isn't entirely true as well.
Oh, it's just made up.
Well, it's not made up, but it's just like misconstrued.
A picture of him spooning ant venom.
That's true. That exists and is true.
He spooned Hank.
Yeah, you were there. It was at that house, Phil.
Oh my god, was it TwitchCon 2019?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lol.
No fucking way. Oh god.
Wait, so what we got? Maybe I was Minecraft and Donuts. That's the YouTube channel I had. That I told you about when when I told everyone to call me. I was like, oh yeah, everyone make things off the settings because I'm so cool. And that all his old skins were green recolors is true as well.
Yeah.
Because I liked green. Secret Band isn't secret anymore. I guess that used to be a thing. It used to be because I used to perform with Lovejoy back when we had a different name. It was a secret. Little Brit of Will is is my channel I had between my Minecraft channel and my Minecraft channel.
So just that small little time.
See, it's things like this, possibly autistic. That's a bit of a dangerous assumption to make. I think I said once in passing that I like all of my interests and like all of my weird fixations on stuff aligns very clearly with ADHD or autism, but I'm not ADHD or I don't have ADHD or autism. But that's been put on the iceberg for some reason.
Yep, take that one off the iceberg.
Messed up.
Chip that one out.
Oh no. Has messed up taste buds is true. Stuck out to the Netherlands as a teen is true. Put his hand through his window. I'm literally staring at the hole in my window right now.
Oh yeah, you did do that. Fuck.
Yeah, still not fixed.
Smashed. Was that when you were talking about fucking nuts?
I tried to grab my camera and I slipped. Profile pictures of him drunk at a party after his first girlfriend dumped him is true.
Yep. Yep.
Licensed
the sadness
pilot
in those
is
eyes.
Yep, licensed pilot is semi-true. I'm a licensed glider pilot, and I finished my theory for powered flight, but I never got the thing. And it doesn't mean I can fly like commercial jets, because I know a lot of people seem to think that, oh, Will could fly a Boeing. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. You fucking put me in there, I'd have a panic attack.
You've said that to me as well in Flight Simulator. You're just like, I can't handle anything more complex than this.
I don't know what I'm doing, man. Used to run LGBT drag nights at his local bar. That I understand where that came from, but that's not entirely true.
Right.
I used to help write the quizzes for the LGBT drag nights at my college. There was an LGBT drag night every June, and they used to have a quiz going on, and so I would work with the organizers to write the quiz for it, and then I would present, like, along with the drag queens, I would present the questions for it. So I didn't run it, and it wasn't at my bar.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that you did the questions.
Unused, unfinished ARGs. We won't talk about that. Has a room in his house called the Doom Shack. You know of that, Phil.
I've slept in it.
The Doom Shack.
I slept in it with Kristen. It has no windows and no ventilation. We had to keep the door slightly ajar as to not suffocate, and it also has a boiler in it. It's just so fucked. It's also where you filmed Taunt.
True. Made an entire short film to talk about his crush. Is true. Did speech therapy. Is kind of true. I didn't do it for long. Was temporarily blind in one eye as a child. Yes, that's true. Plays the mandolin is true. Promised a Communist Manifesto reading is true. I just decided that's so political. I'm not reading the entirety of Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto. Has a US president sweater collection is true. Good at analyzing accents and can pinpoint people's locations is half true.
I'm good at
analyzing accents, but I don't know about pinpointing people's locations from it.
Yeah, I know. It's mainly known where the accents like roughly are.
Red SMP romper is half true. I think I read like the first chapter and then I stopped when I died. Cocaine makes you boring. That was the old name if your city gave me asthma. It used to be called cocaine makes you boring.
Oh yeah.
Computers on button used to be a fidget spinner is true. That's from your stream, Phil.
I remember that. Yeah, you had literally a fucking power button was a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
So cursed.
The video where he licked Dan Soothouse's face and called them the first gay couple on YouTube is true. And I did once ask someone on Fiverr to write a not safe for work Boris Johnson x Jeremy Corbyn fan fiction, and I showed it on stream. So.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's the Iceberg.
All right, Iceberg needs some adjustments.